4 doors in 40 minutes. A dream of repeatable lucidity, embodied sensation, and choosing when to return. Context: the in-between space. I went back to bed at 6:30 a.m. after already completing 3 full dream cycles. I woke again at 7:10 a.m. only 40 minutes later. In that short window, I entered 4 dreams, each separated by a brief in-between state where I woke inside the dream space and consciously chose to go back in. By dreams 2 through 4, I was lucid. After the 4th dream, I made a deliberate decision to stop returning and wake up fully in my bed. This was the repeatable moment I had been hoping for. Dream 1. The loft and the pink door. I'm sleeping on a bed with a white down comforter, perched like a loft above an office space that extends from the wall. Below me is a glass-fronted office with wooden trim. A man who resembles a character from a show I watched the night before gives me advice. He tells me there are 2 attractive blonde women dressed in pink and suggests which one would be best to go out with. I look down from the loft and see them, both wearing pink hooded casual tracksuits. They look almost identical. One might be slightly taller. I ask which one, but I miss his instruction. Later, I'm sitting at a table in what feels like a restaurant. One of the women sits with me. She propositions me, clearly more than lunch. I reciprocate, placing my hand on her waist and giving a gentle squeeze. The sensation is vivid, real, embodied. I notice my son is also sitting with me having lunch. I tell her that soon another caregiver will arrive and we can go somewhere together. She indicates she's being watched by her manager and moves on. The dream begins to lift. I believe I've woken up, but later realize I'm only in the dream between dreams space. Remembering my intention, I decide to go back in. Dream 2. The path and the lift. Lucidity arrives instantly, like putting on glasses. Everything snaps into high definition. I'm running barefoot along a narrow dirt path, 3 or 4 feet wide, slightly dipped in the center, soft like fine coffee grounds. It feels incredible under my feet. The path winds through woods. I run faster. Faster. I feel the G-force behind me, the push, the wind, the lift, exactly like an airplane taking off. I rise into the air. As I lift off, I notice a small cottage to the side of the path. I realize I must have passed it earlier. It wasn't there before. I try to slow down to go back, but my momentum is too strong. I take flight. Dream 3. The bay, the colors, the water. Again, I choose not to wake. I'm now inside a restaurant on the edge of a boardwalk overlooking a bay. The imagery is fully immersive. A wraparound 3-dimensional world with no fuzziness, no seams. I'm lucid and embodied. I pick up a large potted plant, heavy, square-based, about the size of 2 gallons of milk. I worry the effort might strain the lucid state and wake me up. Then I remember, touch anchors lucidity. I adjust my grip. I feel the texture. I feel the asphalt beneath my feet. The colors around me are deep purples and rich tones, exactly like my DJ Dreamy website palette. I even notice a phone screen displaying those hues and think, that must be where I got the idea, then realize the circular logic of that thought. Across the bay are houses shaped like rounded outlines, almost like a Smurf village. I reach the edge of the dock and jump into the water. I swim down and see small orange fish. I think I should surface for air, then realize I don't need to. I accidentally breathe underwater. I'm fine. That reminds me again, I'm dreaming. I notice someone else in the water. At first I think it's the woman in pink. But it's a man, drifting. I worry he might be dying. I feel torn, wanting to conjure the woman again, but feeling guilty about leaving him. I go back to check on him. Dream guilt. Dream 4. The rope. I choose to go back one more time. I'm in a gymnasium, climbing a rope that reaches the ceiling. I'm almost at the top, just a foot or so away from the beam. I feel the strain in my arms, the pull of gravity, the fear that I might not have enough strength to reach up and grab the beam. I pause. I adjust my legs higher. I try again, slowly. The sensation is vivid, real, physical. The dream holds there. Then I decide, I'm done. I choose to wake up. Vibrational interpretation. This dream sequence marks a meaningful shift from accidental lucidity into intentional, repeatable consciousness navigation. The most important energetic movement here is not flight, sensation, sexuality, or spectacle. It is choice. The dreamer repeatedly wakes into an in-between state and consciously decides not to rush into waking life, not to compulsively record, but to re-enter the dream field with awareness intact. This is vibrationally significant. Most people oscillate between unconscious dreaming and habitual waking. Here, the dreamer inhabits a third space, a liminal threshold where identity is fluid, perception is crisp, and intention directs experience. Each return strengthens coherence rather than fragmenting it. The dreams themselves explore different expressions of embodiment. Dream 1 anchors sensuality and relational awareness. Dream 2 introduces momentum, lift, and the cost of speed. Dream 3 stabilizes lucidity through touch, weight, and immersion. Dream 4 tests restraint, patience, and trust at the edge of effort. Together, they form a progression. Engagement leads to propulsion, leads to immersion, leads to containment. From the perspective of raising the vibration of the planet, this sequence suggests that higher consciousness is not about escaping the body or reality, but about inhabiting experience with increasing precision and responsibility. The ability to return, and then to stop, demonstrates sovereignty over attention. That sovereignty is foundational for any collective healing work. One cannot hold space for others without first being able to enter and exit altered states without compulsion. This dream sequence models what conscious evolution can look like when it is paced, embodied, and self-regulated. DJ Dreamy Spin. What excites me most isn't that I had 4 lucid dreams. It's that I chose each one. I wasn't swept along. I wasn't lucky. I wasn't chasing sensation. I was aware enough to notice the default programming. Wake up, get up, record, move on, and gently override it. That feels like a threshold moment. I also noticed something important. When I decided I was done, I was done. There was no crash, no frustration, no loss, just completion. That tells me this isn't about indulgence, it's about mastery. If dream work is ever meant to serve something larger, community insight, healing guidance, then this level of repeatability and self-trust matters. I wouldn't want to offer others a practice I couldn't hold myself. For now, I'm content knowing this door exists, and that I can open it, step through it, and close it again when I choose. Questions to raise your vibration. Where in your life are you beginning to move from accidental insight into intentional practice? What would it feel like to trust yourself not only to enter deep states, but to leave them consciously as well?